Send them around the racetrack. So far, Chase Johnson into number one spot, a 13.206 lap time here in hot laps. Checkered flag coming out. Chris up in the flag stand got something stuck on his hat. What is that? Oh, it's a GoPro. Okay. I thought maybe he had a house monitor on or whatever those things are called. Ankle bracelet type thing, got it up on his... Yeah, there you go. Group number one goes into the books. Chase Johnson, quickest in that hot lap session, a 13.206. You're going to see his lap times come way down. Thomas Dunkel, the 17A, was second quick. Rip and Ricky Lewis, the 41 car, third quick. Gage Rucker in the 10K car, fourth quick. And then James Turnbull, the 2J car, rounding out the top five. Gage Rucker, the 10K car he is in, and the 21K car that Nathan Bird is in, both belong to Corey Kruzman. You can go to one of his sprint car or midget driving schools out here at Ventura Raceway, does a phenomenal job. And I love every now and then he'll get a press person that comes out that's not familiar with racing or not familiar with sprint cars. He puts them in a sprint car, lets them make a few laps, and boom, they are a race fan. And it's one of the coolest things ever. I think Corey Kruzman has done a lot for racing just by having this school out here and letting people get behind the wheel of a race car. But if you like to do something fun, you might want to check it out. Wally Pankratz runs a school out here as well for midgets. So there's another one for you. So Brody Rowe on the back chute, the number 8 M car, former champ with the series as well. Did that back in 2016. We saw him in action. Actually out in Indiana Sprint Week. Came out and joined us out there, but we also saw him down at Kokopaw in the Paris Oval Nationals. But that 360 car right there, he took her out to Santa Maria and put a whooping on the USAC CRA with the 360 car. So that's a bad, bad dude right there in a bad, bad car. So keep your eye on him tonight. And I don't know if it's going to be... I don't know. Are they putting the sprint cars on Dirt Draft? I don't know if they are or not. Probably just the midgets would be my guess. Just as well, because I don't want to suck at picking people in this, too. But, yeah, Rowe is going to be one there. I was going to say it'd be a good one for your dirt draft. 25 car. Boy, that's a sexy-looking car there on the back chute. Racer out of Hawaii. I don't know how you say that. How do you say that? Makaha, Hawaii? Maybe? I don't know. Chris Muraoka. Makaha. Muraoka. Chris Muraoka. I am not Hawaiian, and I apologize for that. They always laugh at me. That's all right. I can take it. Getting some questions coming in here. People tuned in and watching on FloRacing Chat. Did you have lunch at the taco stand on the pier? I will do that tomorrow. I love the taco stand on the pier. However, my first stop when I come to Ventura Raceway, and I'll tell you those of you out here in the stands this as well, is the Busy Bee Diner. I always go to the Busy Bee Diner. I love that place. I love the vibe in there. I love the food in there. I had a grilled ham and cheese sandwich today with a potato salad. The grilled ham and cheese salad, or look out there. The grilled ham and cheese sandwich was roughly the size of one of these sprint cars. But I love the Busy Bee Diner. That's my stop. Actually, Mike Truex is the one that turned me on to that. Looks like he's going up into the air a little further. So group number 2 out onto the racetrack, ready to go. If you want to be quickest in the hot lap session, you got to be quicker than Chase Johnson at 13.206, the number to beat. Thomas Dunkel only 28 thousandths of a second off of Chase Johnson. And again, the track's going to pick up the pace here as we continue to work it around. I can tell you right now, watching Chris look back and forth from corner to corner down there with the GoPro on his head, that would make me ill to watch that video. Make me like car sick or motion sick. Chris Carlisle checking in on the broadcast. Has a picture of him. He sent a picture of him in one of Kruzman's cars out here at Ventura. That's awesome. Look at that. He even looks like you know what you're doing. Gotta love it. Kettle Blues session number 2. Brody Rowe into the number 1 spot, a 13.132. Chase Johnson bumped down to second quick. Green flag coming back out. We'll throttle him back up. Those of you watching on Flow, you think it doesn't look like a lot of banking out here. There's more banking than you would anticipate on this racetrack, but it does. And I'm looking on the screen I got up here. Looked like it's almost flat. It very much is not flat. It's not high bank, but it's not flat. Oh, Richie Murray coming up here. He's got his list of midgets that are out in the pit area, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is a good thing. Because while I was talking to him, it looks like we put one into the wall there. The number 38 car kind of blouncing around. Blouncing was a lot like bouncing and blasting. So we go with session number 3. Brody Rowe, the quickest so far in this hot laps, 12.581. He's down to the 12-second bracket. TJ Smith, second quick at 12.602. That's a difference of 21 thousandths of a second. Heath Holdsclaw in the number 3 spot. Rick Hendricks, 4th quick on the field. Then Chase Johnson, the 8W car, bumped down to 5th quick. So getting set to go here with our next group coming out onto the racetrack. Sorry, talking more with Rich here about other cars coming in and some drivers moving around in cars here for the midgets. We'll have their practice session coming out before too awful long as we bring out our next group of hot laps here for the West Coast 360s. 45 cars came out initially for wheel pack, but we do know that there's about 50 back in the pit area. So this is group number 3. Want to be quickest in the hot laps? Got to be quicker than Brody Rowe and at 12.581, the 8M car on the points. TJ Smith, Heath Holdsclaw, Rick Hendricks, and Chase Johnson, your top 5. Little smoke wafting out of the back of the number 21 car there for whatever reason. So A.J. Bender behind the wheel of the 21B car. And then the straight-up red 21. So A.J. Bender's in the white 21 car. Just pretend that has a B on it. And then just behind him is Austin Irvine. Irvine in the red 21 car. So that's the straight 21, and then 21B's out ahead. Yeah, I'll be able to keep that straight. So A.J. Bender, the defending winner of this race from last year during the 80th running of the Turkey Night Grand Prix. We'll see if he can repeat the feat here in this year. And A.J., if I'm not mistaken, he is a flat track racing coach. Is that what he does? Is he the one? I think. Ooh, shots fired. I have to look. I know he's running the midget with us. I'll be able to tell you more when I get into my midget database. Getting ready to cut them loose here. Hot lap session number 3 out on the racetrack. AJ, we were talking about that and ended up that win last year got him hooked up with a midget ride, went down and ran to Chili Bowl, and then was able to transition that into a West Coast midget ride and picked up Rookie of the Year honors. The West Coast Series. Had a good run in the micro sprints up at Placerville. So I'm thinking of somebody else. I think perhaps on the coaching. Because he's a boat captain. Devin and Mitch's dad's going to be a boat captain as well. I think he's trying to be. Retired fireman, boat captain. Go from being hot to water or fire to water. There's got to be something there. It's almost like a song. Green flag coming out on this session in the hot laps. Watching that 37 car kind of rotate and motivate around the racing surface. And Matt Mitchell down into turn number 3 and 4 and onto the front chute. Flashes across. He goes 4th quick on that first lap. Got one down into the infield. The 17 car needs an assist over here in turn number 1 and 2. So we'll get Dunkel shoved back out onto the racing surface. That's Pratt. Boy, I took a stab at it. We got a 17 and a 17A, and I was guessing. And they're both all white. Perfect. If you haven't already done so, as we check out the scene, if you're watching on Flow, you get to see the beautiful ocean scene back in behind the grandstands here. We're sitting right on the beach, Ventura County Fairgrounds, and the state beaches are right out in front of us. There's actually a wilderness area over to what would be our left if you're facing a racetrack. That's a wilderness area. You can hike and bike and do other kinds of cool stuff out there, but just a beautiful day down here. Ventura, California, as we send them off again. Troy Rutherford, the number 11 car, goes into the number 1 spot now, a 12.542. Brody Rowe, a second quick. Mitchell Moles into the number 3 spot in a 51T car. So Matt Mitchell, 37 now, a 12.495, 12.495. Rutherford bumped down to second quick in the number 11 car. Brody Rowan now third quick in the 8M. Mitchell Moles, the 51T, enters the top 5. He's 4th quick, and TJ Smith, the 32 car, rounds out the top 5. Jake Swanson, the 57, 6th quick on the field. AJ Bender, Austin Irvine, Heath Holdsclaw, and Rick Hendricks, your top 10 now. So we'll bring out another group. Hopefully you're having a good time. I know what I was going to say earlier on. If you haven't already done so, make sure you slide down and grab yourself a Turkey Night Grand Prix t-shirt, sweatshirt. They got the hats. Check out the hats. I love how they did the hats. They got a black hat with a leather patch on it. They have another one that has like a metal looking. You just have to check them out. But the hats are awesome. I mean, the shirts are awesome too. Don't get me wrong, but I really like the style hats they got going on for this event, but they're located just behind the main grandstand. Check them out. Grab them tonight. Do not wait. If you wait until tomorrow, it's going to be too late. And tell you how that works. It always goes that way. You go back here, you say, boy, I'd like to have that hat, and they say, that's unfortunately sold out. So our next group coming out here onto the racetrack. Beautiful 4D car. Charles Davis piloting that car out here. The number 6 car, Logan Calderwood. If I had to guess, I could be wrong about that. And I said that without even looking at the sheet. Yep, that's Logan Calderwood. Phoenix, Arizona racer. He's going to be double duty out here this weekend. And I'm excited because Tuesday Calderwood's going to be racing a midget with us as well. His sister, and I believe she picked up a championship. Was that this year or last year? She picked up the Central Arizona Micro Championship, if I'm not mistaken. But the Calderwood family have been involved with racing for a long time. Sean Deskins behind the wheel of the number 20 car, rolling underneath the flag stand. Cash back behind in the $sign car. 5J car pushes off in this group. James Herrera, New Kaima, California. Did you say it, New Kaima? Kiama? New Kiama, California. Haven't run into that hometown before. Kiama Buckhorn, Santa Barbara Pistachios. Boy, that's a good sponsor. I wonder if he gets free pistachios. I love pistachios. What do you race for? Peanuts? Nope, pistachios. Troy DeGaten out, the Live Oak, California runner, rookie runner in the 39T. Coming out for this weekend as well. Richie's back. That's a cool looking race car. The old 51W just underneath the flag stand. Ronald Webster out of Chandler, Arizona. I like it. Easy to pick out on the racing surface. That's what I like. On to it there. Oh, good times out here. Last event weekend, I should say, of the season for the United States Auto Club. Spirits are high. We're in Ventura, California on the beach. Good food to be found. All kinds of artsy stuff uptown to go and check out the shops. There's a Christmas shop up there. It's got amazing Christmas ornaments. And I say that, and I hate Christmas. So it has to be a nice place. Lots to see and do as white flag comes out on this session. So far, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to crack that top 5 or not for this group. Matt Mitchell, I think, is going to still remain in that top spot, the number 37 car. I say that. Charging Charles almost got into the top 5. Well, he cracked the top 10, as did Logan Calderwood. So the number 6 car getting into the number 7 spot. Charging Charles into the number 8 spot for the 4D. That's the 2 quickest out of this session. Up top, still Matt Mitchell, the 37 car. Rutherford, the number 11. Brody Rowe, Mitchell Moles, and TJ Smith, the top 5 in a hot lap session. I'm looking down the staging lanes, and we still have more competitors coming out for their hot laps. We'll take the opportunity to thank you for coming out here and joining us at Ventura Raceway. We appreciate each and every one of you. Hopefully you're having a nice time. You hear that siren back in the pit area. That is the indicator. That's actually United States Auto Club telling the midget racers that they have 8 minutes to be ready for their first practice session. So that is the 8-minute horn. Whenever you hear that throughout the course of the weekend, that's what it indicates for the midget drivers. You have 8 minutes till your next event on track. It's better than the air horn. Air horn already startled me. Tanner Bull coming out, the Albury, California racer in a 99T car. King Racing Products, BR Motorsports, out of turn number 2. It's behind him, the number 43 car joining us. Hannah Mayhew out of Acton, California. Nathan Bird to 21K. Watching the side-by-side down the back chute, and that looks like maybe, is that Dustin? Oh, no, that's Matt driving it. We're trying to get the side-by-side. You see down to turn number 3, we're all going to have a moment of silent prayer that thing makes it through the weekend. They're just trying to get 2 more nights out of it. It's burning about a quart and a half of oil a night. But 2 more nights, and then they get a new one next year. Hey, I see him walking around. I know Rock and Roll Pizza's out here. If you're looking for some good pizza, you can find it just behind a grandstand. Grab something to eat. Brody Fusen coming back out the number 51 car. I was talking about Captain Berkeley. He's down there sitting in the stands. I see him now. Drake York coming back up, see if he can talk him into some more turkey. Got to be leftovers. We went over there for Thanksgiving, and Devin and Mitch's dad and mom kind enough to make Thanksgiving dinner for all the USAC crew, which was really cool because it's been a long time since I had a Thanksgiving with turkey and mashed potatoes and whole 9 yards. The drawback was I think they cooked like 6 turkeys. So I hope they like turkey. What do you have today? Well, it's turkey soup now. It's got to that point. No, that was very good. We really appreciate that. It's a good time. Chris going to wind him up down there, gives him the go-ahead. Throw the green flag on this session. Number to beat, Matt Mitchell, 12.495. Track getting pushed up around there. I'm not sure if we're going to see anything quicker in that time in this session. You see a little smoke wafting off the number 35. Nothing to be alarmed about. That's just the oil burning off the headers there. They spray them down so the mud doesn't stick to them, but that's all that is. Just sent them around here a few times. Yeah, I suspect they're not going to be able to touch those top 5 here in the lap times. The second session, I believe Ronald Webster might be the quickest out of this one. 15th quick on the field. He's in the 12s. Another one of those stories where you go down pretty deep in the field, down to about 17th quick before you even get more than half a second off the top spot. So Matt Mitchell, I think, as I look down, nope, we still got another group to go down there. Should have another, maybe 1 or 2 groups yet here for the USAC West Coast 360s. Take the opportunity while we're getting that next group out onto the racetrack to thank some of the sponsors that make it possible for the USAC West Coast Sprint Car Series. Extreme Mufflers, Competition Suspension Inc., Valco Wheels, Saldana Racing Products, Rod End Supply, Willwood Disc Brakes, Extreme Mufflers. All big sponsors. High-Tech Performance involved as well. Woodland Auto Display, BR Motorsports, Amsoil, FloRacing, Hoosier Racing Tires, ROW Signs and Graphics, Steve LaFond, and Tear Off Heaven Photos. All making this possible out here, and we appreciate each and every one of them that made this season so successful for the USAC West Coast Sprint Car Series. The USAC West Coast Sprint Car Series would also like to thank Jim Naylor and the Ventura Raceway staff for hosting their 24th series event here at the best little dirt track in America. Actually, their 245th event happening out here tonight. Well, this weekend, I should say. The ARP 81st running of the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Oh, yeah, right there it says it. 245th event in the history of the USAC West Coast Sprint Car Series. Non-Wing 360 Series founded by former Santa Maria Speedway promoter Chris Kearns back in 2009. We appreciate all the fans in attendance, those watching online as well. At the end of the races, the young fan's going to be chosen to join the winning driver in Victory Circle for pictures. That fan will be given a Hoosier tire flag that's signed by all the drivers as a souvenir. That'll happen tomorrow night. On both nights. You're doing it both nights. Winner of the Dash tonight and a feature tomorrow night. So both nights that will happen. How cool is that? This season, over $8,700 in product certificates plus extra bonuses are awarded to the teams. All thanks to those amazing sponsors I mentioned earlier on, making this all possible. It's our next hot lap session out onto the racetrack. Dennis Rodriguez coming out of Las Vegas, Nevada as well. The 19 car on the back chute. It's got the flames on it. If a race car has flames on it, instantly, I like that car. Instantly, as soon as I see flames. The last year of Ascot, Rodriguez was the 1990 USAC CRA Rookie of the Year. So the original CRA Rookie of the Year. So the last year of Ascot, 1990, he was Rookie of the Year with them. Now calls Las Vegas home and got flames on his race car. You got to love everything about that. Well, green flag out on this session. We'll see what they got for us. Start cranking some lap times into the books. There you go. Tony Gomes just went to the top spot at 12.345. 12.345 into 73. By far the quickest out of this group. Tony Gomes passes underneath the flag stand. He came to play ball. Yeah, far and away. Charging Charles, 4D cars down there. I'm looking down through to see if anybody else is hitting. So Otto now to turn number 4 down the front chute. The number 73 car goes to the number 1 spot here late in the hot lap session at 12.345. 12.345 for Tony Gomes. And it wasn't by a little bit. It's more than a tenth of a second quicker than Matt Mitchell in the 37 car. Rutherford was third quick. Now those lap times go away as we put that one into the books. So getting set to go with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series practice. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. He's going to have to go on the hook back here, but he turned a 12.345 or a 1.2345. What's the chances of that happening? Yes, he got something knocked off the front of it there. Got hit with a mud clod. Regardless, we put that into the books. NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series getting ready to roll out here next for their first practice session. They'll run multiple practice sessions tonight. Tomorrow's when the racing action occurs for them, as we will have qualifying take place. The 81st running of the ARP Turkey Night Grand Prix. So with the midgets, I do know the format for the midgets by heart because it's qualifying. We will qualify the top 10 times in qualifying, or the top 10 lowest times. Like, how do you say that? You know what I'm saying? The top 10 in qualifying. Top 10 in qualifying locked directly into the feature event. They do not run anything else other than the feature. Everybody else will have to run qualifying races to get their way into the feature event for tomorrow night. That's 98 laps the distance. The other thing interesting, too, for the midgets is whatever tire they qualify on gets stamped, and they must run that tire in the feature event regardless of what happens with them. So if they qualify in as one of the top 10 cars, they go directly to the feature event. They put that tire on for the feature. If they do not make it out of qualifying, then they're going to take that tire off, probably run something else through the heat races, and then they have to put that tire back on for the feature. So that begs the question, and this is what the teams are talking about and arguing about and sweating over, is what tire do you qualify on? Because the tire you qualify on, you have to run for the feature event. So you come out for qualifying, and there's two tires they have a choice on. There's the SP2 and the SP3. The SP3, we'll just put it in very simple terms, is a harder tire. The SP2 is a softer tire. A softer tire is usually faster in qualifying. The drawback is a softer tire doesn't last as long when you run a 98-lap race. So if you're going into a 98-lap race, do you put the hard tire on for qualifying and maybe don't lock in out of qualifying, or do you put the soft tire on for qualifying and hope it's good enough for the feature events? That's what they're battling with back there. All the teams are talking about it. And it's just one of the challenges of the 81st running of the ARP Turkey Night Grand Prix. So bringing the cars out onto the racetrack, Kenna McIntosh behind the wheel of the 08 car, the Dave McDolby Motorsports number 08 out onto the racing surface. The 01 of Bryant Wiedemann. Taylor Reimers into Buzzballs, number 25K. She goes off the racetrack here on the back chute. Again, this is just engine heat taking place right now. Tyler Courtney, Sunshine, behind the wheel of the number 25 car. Dason Pursley in a 71P that was out here. That red 71 car. Kaylee Bryson in the 71. Cade Lewis, the 71M. Jonathan Beeson joins us out here, the 89X car. And it was kind of cool that last year he dominated at the Dome. Won all 3 nights at the Gateway Dirt Nationals at the Dome. The last year for midgets out there, I said, hey, are you just bringing that mojo out here to this 5th mount? He said, I hope so. It's happening the same time of year. It's usually when he's hitting his stride because indoor season's Beeson season. So we're going to call this an indoor track for Jonathan Beeson. Watch the 89X car. He's always fun to watch. Brenham Crouch, Lubbock, Texas racer in the 97, had a good run at Merced. Actually able to pick up a couple spots. If you look at the national points standings coming into tonight, or coming into this weekend, was able to jump up through there just a little bit for the 97 car. So finishing strong here for Brenham Crouch. .32 car idles out around the corner. Caden Sorali. Behind the wheel of the number 32 car, Mariah Eade in the 71E. The 89X of Chris Wyndham. NOS Energy Drink number 89X. The 14 pushing off underneath here, the 14T, that's Michael Facinto. Dylan Bloomfield drove that car earlier on through this western swing. Michael Facinto moves to the 14T. And Dylan Bloomfield, if you have been online and you know about this, unfortunately involved in an accident on their way home, were hit head-on by another driver in their RV on the way home. His mother was in intensive care. I understand that she is doing much better now and has a long road to recovery, but we would like to send them our thoughts, prayers. We're thinking about them. We wish they were out here racing with us at the racetrack, but that family going through quite a bit right now over this Thanksgiving holiday, and we're thinking about them. Sorry, Jonathan Beeson in the 89X. My apologies, Wyndham's not here. Haven't got that far through my sheet yet. There's just so many midgets out there. 5J car out on the racetrack. Josh Hodge out of Brownsburg, Indiana. The best part about this is whenever I'm wrong about something and Richie has to help me out, he's got to run up all those stairs and then back down again. He's going to go home looking like a marathon racer. 20 car coming around. CJ Sarna behind the wheel. The number 20 car out on the racetrack. The 22S joining us out here. TJ Smith out of Fresno, California. 57X. Good looking race car down into turn number 1. That racer out of Ventura, California. That's Steve Hicks and he's 57X. I might start screwing up just to run Richie up and down the steps just for fun. I won't do that, Richie, I swear. I promise. In my defense, the 89X, I was firing from memory on that. Which Wyndham was running that race car. Green flag coming out. We're underway. Practice session number 1. Beeson off the pace. Caution flag coming out. Something awry with the 89X car down into the corner. I see him looking around in the cockpit of that, so see if we can get him gathered back up. So get another one cleared off the racing surface out here. And again, this is just practice session for them. Officials having a little chat during down the infield. Just going through my list. Jake Andriotti, doubles O car, out on the racetrack. So we got something down at turn number 3. Kind of watching the official out there. He's picking up, there's some debris. There we go. You know, it's funny, you get to these final races of the season or the final weekend of the season. We're back in action again tomorrow night for the night number 2 of the 81st running of the ARP Turkey Night Grand Prix. 10,000 to win tomorrow night for the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series. NOS Energy Drink, I believe, may have a tent set up out here behind the grandstands. I came up a little early, wasn't paying attention, but I'm sure they're out here with us. They've been with us all season long. Grab yourself a complimentary NOS beverage. We appreciate NOS, but usually in times like this, at the beginning of the night, I go through the upcoming schedule to keep people abreast of the situation, what races that are coming up and stuff. And now there's nothing left. This is it. This is the last weekend for the United States Auto Club of this season. So that new schedule will be coming out here before too awful long, usually released at the Performance Racing Industry Show at PRI. That's in 2 weeks. You'll be able to check it out on USAC Racing or keep up to date on all the social medias there. Follow along with USAC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, at USAC Nation. But it's very odd not to have an upcoming schedule to talk about. I can tell you that the Tulsa Shootout starts on the 27th, 26th move-in day, 27th. Chili Bowl to follow. And another great event that I absolutely love and adore coming up in January. I'll tell you more about that in just a minute. So we send them around here. Kana McIntosh into the number 1 spots. It's a 20-car CJ Sarna rockets across the line. Boy, that's a good-looking race car. 32 Caden Sorali out here as well, but McIntosh a 12.516, 12.516. Spencer Baston behind the wheel of the 8U car. Currently second quick, or 9AU rather. Good-looking race car. I can't read the numbers on it. You can see it kind of sort of clearly there on the camera. So 9AU with Spencer Baston, pretty quick. He's second quick with a 12.594, but up top it's Kenna McIntosh with a 12.516 for the 08 car in the number 1 spot. Jake Andriotti third quick, Michael Facinto fourth quick, Caden Sorali your top 5. Sarna was 6th quick on the field. Alex Bright, Collegeville, Pennsylvania racer, in the 19 comes out onto the racetrack. Behind him we'll have one of our 25 cars. This one, the 25X of Emerson Axum. Franklin, Indiana racer, the 2022 AMSOIL USAC National Sprint Car Rookie of the Year behind the wheel of the 25X car. What an incredible season he had in the sprint cars. 3 wins on the season. Inside the top 5 in the national point standings. First shot out of the bag for Axum. Chance Crum behind the wheel of the number 26. One of those racers that I point out overdue for a feature event win. Rudine Racing, number 26 car fires off down into the corner. Beyond him's the 88S. I believe came in on the pre-entry sheet. We had him as listed as 88X, but it's 88S. That's Scott Orr out of Columbia City, Indiana. And Scott Orr, a name, if you follow modified racing, there's a chance you know who Scott Orr is. 5-time modified champ back at Eldora Speedway. And I believe, was number 1 on the all-time win list, and then he got passed, and now he's number 2. And he seems a little bitter about that. So he might have to get throttled up again. Jacob Denny behind the wheel of the 25 car. Trent Shoring, number 25 car. Tom Malloy owned ride down into the corner. One of 3 25 cars out here with us. So the yellow 25 is Jacob Denny. We call that the 25M. The blue 25 is the 25X. That's Emerson Axum. And then we'll have another 25 coming out here in just a little bit. That's going to be Tyler Courtney. Nathan Bird behind the wheel of the 11K car down into turn number 1 and 2. So I think the 57 Abacus Racing, number 57 car pushing off. The young gun. Behind the wheel of the number 57 car, Daniel Whitley out of Ferndale, California. Putting his name on the map out here. 19AZ, Hayden Reinbold. AME Electrical, number 19AZ. Come out here in this group. And again, this is just practice session. This counts for nothing. There's no points. Chris, what are you doing? Are you limbering up? What are you going to jump off the flag stand? You're getting cold. Can't help you. Wrap yourself in a flag, preferably one we don't use much. Where's the guy came up in the stands down there? It looks just like Keith Coons. Oh, it is Keith Coons. What an incredible year that team has had. Picked up the championship. Buddy's already wrapped up the championship for 2022. He did that and had a nice interview with him. If you get a chance, you can check it out online, and talked about just working with Keith and the gang and his history with Keith Coons Motorsports. It was a very good interview, but what an incredible season he had. Back-to-back champ with the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series, and cool to see. Got another, we're going to do a segment tomorrow. They don't know it yet, but we're going to do a segment out in the pits area earlier on tomorrow. You'll have to watch it to find out more about KKM and something I think is very cool that takes place with their crew. And I'll leave it at that. You'll just have to wait and see what it is. That'll be coming up tomorrow. Watch for it on USAC Racing on Facebook, USAC Nation. We get set to go. Mitchell Moles out here, CB Industries. Number 89 car's been bad fast this season as well. He's your National Rookie of the Year. He wrapped that up big time. He's got like a 300-point lead in the National Rookie of the Year points coming into this weekend. They can't touch him. 6 car off the pace down into the infield. Bill Rose, our number 6 car. Brian behind the wheel of it. Checkered flag coming out on the session. Jacob Denny, a 12.307 for the Galloway, Ohio racer. And the Tom Malloy, number 25 M car, trench shoring, Rodella Specialty Fabrication. Sponsors on that 25, Jerome Rodella down there turning the wrenches on that race car. And Jerome actually picked up Rookie of the Race honors here at the Turkey Night Grand Prix back in 2002. So knows how to get around the racetrack as well as work on the race cars. Let's bring out our next group. 67, there's your national champ out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. That's Buddy Kofoid behind the wheel of the number 67 car. Just behind him, the 97K of Flying Ryan Timms. Two very talented young racers coming up through the ranks. First one's out on the racetrack. So Jacob Denny, a 12.307 into number 1 spot. Kenna McIntosh now second quick with a 12.516. Hayden Reinbold, a 12.556. Third quick, Emerson Axum, fourth quick. Spencer Baston, Daniel Whitley, your top 6. Andriotti, Alex Bright, Michael Facinto, and Mitchell Moles, your top 10. That's how the groups thus far, for what it's worth. $8W car out Tuesday, not Tuesday Calderwood behind the 8W. I forgot that is Troy Rutherford behind the wheel of the 8W car. So Rutherford be driving the 8W. Logan Seavey in the 58 car underneath the flag stand. A deceptively quick Logan Seavey picked up the win here last year. That is your defending Turkey Night Grand Prix winner behind the wheel of the number 58 car. 56 is Steve Hayden. Fires off. Dason Pursley in the Bullet chassis, number 71P underneath the flag stand. Brenham Crouch in the 97, Lubbock, Texas racer. Crouch picking up the Power Eye National Championship this year. The KKM number 97. So both major national championships for midgets going to the Keith camp. So there's our other 25 car out on the racetrack, Tyler Courtney. Check out the beautiful 1X car pushing off down into turn number 1 and 2. That's AJ Bender out of San Diego, California. And the sponsor on it's the Baseball Hall of Dreams. That's located back in Dyersville, Iowa. And it is dedicated to our dads on that 1X car. But if you get a chance to check it out in the pit area, it's a very classy looking Midget, Triple X chassis, Esslinger power underneath the hood, LKK Racing. And if I understand correctly, this is the final race they will run. So final race as a car owner, and they are doing it in grand fashion. If you get a chance to check out that Midget, it is beautiful. Located back by the USAC trailer when you're walking through the pit area. So getting set to go here on session number next. Well, Jacob Denny still up top with his 12.307. Dason Pursley second quick into 71P. He goes to 12.481. Tyler Courtney third quick into 25 car. McIntosh bumped down to fourth quick now. Hayden Reinbold bumped down to fifth quick into 19AZ. Then behind them is Emerson Axum, Spencer Baston, Daniel Whitley, Buddy Kofoid, and Brenham Crouch, your top 10. Bringing out the next group, Carson Macedo pushing off, picked up his first NOS Energy Drink National Midget win of his career with us up at Merced, as he rolled out of a stellar World of Outlaw season, picking up an unprecedented 11 wins throughout the course of the season, finishing out third in the point standings with the World of Outlaw Sprint Cars. Taylor Reimer just in front, 25K car sat on the front row here last year to kick off the Turkey Night Grand Prix. 71K car Dominic Gordon pushes off underneath the flag stand. Also coming out in this one to 57X, and that is Steve Hicks out of Ventura, California. He'll be a rookie runner here at the race. 73X of Chase Johnson down in the corner. We have the 73T out on the racetrack as we bring out Tuesday Calderwood, Goodyear, Arizona racer, and Calderwood picking up, it was 2020 Central Arizona Speedway Micro Champ. Started running some sprint cars in 2021, but mostly non-wing stuff. But we'll see her in action down at the shootout as well. Bryant Wiedemann to 0-1. Another car kind of feel like is due for a feature event win. Colby, Kansas runner. The Bullet by Spike Speedway Toyota 0-1 car. Nutrien Ag Solutions on the side of that. Just behind the number 3 car pushes off. That's Jim Van Zant, the 3V. Racer out of Prescott, Arizona. Biltmore Chevron, Randy's Paint and Body, Van Zant Motorsports. Former off-road racer behind the wheel. Let's get set to go. We want to be quickest in this first practice session. Got to be quicker than Jacob Denny at 12.307. 12.307, kind of setting the pace. And again, tomorrow night in our Fatheads Eyewear qualifying so important this weekend. It's always important with the United States Auto Club, never more so than at the Turkey Night Grand Prix, the ARP Turkey Night Grand Prix, as the top 10 from qualifying will lock directly into the feature event. Look at that beautiful drone shot up above the racetrack. Just caught that out of the corner of my eye there. Sorry, I'm looking at my list down here, make sure I got everybody checked in. Sun beginning to set. Green flag coming out on this session. Well, unfortunately, 71 car coming to a stop down here in the corner. And that is, I believe, Cade Lewis behind the wheel of the 71M car out here this weekend. Bakersfield, California racer getting a nudge. Question coming in across the social media is, what session are we on? This is still the first practice session. This is our, I have no idea what group. We have like 60 midgets on property, and we have had, so far, 27 of them turn times, but we haven't turned times with this group yet, so still plenty more groups yet to go. But the first practice session of the night. Coming up next after this practice session, we should have opening ceremonies, I believe. Following the opening ceremonies, we'll have sprint car heat races coming up. Sprint car heat races, got to keep in mind, they'll be running for finish and passing points out here. That'll line them up for their qualifiers. Add more points, and then we'll lock 10 of them into the dash. It'll happen here tonight. It's Tuesday Calderwood coming around. Well, Jacob Denny remains atop the field, but Taylor Reimer's very close, off by 90 thousandths of a second to that top spot in the 25K car. Dason Pursley bumped down to third quick. Tyler Courtney now fourth quick. Hannah McIntosh to top five. Then it's Hayden Reinbold, Emerson Axum, Carson Macedo, the 99 AU goes eighth quick overall. Spencer Basin, his teammate, ninth quick. And then Daniel Whitley rounding out the top 10 at the number 57. Chance Crum rolls out. Verdeen Racing, number 26 car pushing off. Here comes Kaylee Bryson and Yahoo. Car IQ, number 71. Car IQ, a fleet management app. It helps you with your fleet. And actually, it's very cool. It's just an app on your phone, and all your vehicles of your fleet are part of that. You can pull into a gas station. Basically, it says, hey, it looks like you're at this gas station. What pump are you at? You tell it, and it fires up the pump. You pump the gas into your vehicle and drive away. It records everything, your mileage. It sends the receipt to the accounting department, takes care of everything. So those of you that have fleets out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You don't have to give all your employees or all your drivers a credit card. It's all done through an app on the phone. Everything that the accounting department needs is sent directly to them, and you don't have to worry about them going in and buying sodas on your credit card. Very slick deal. Car IQ, check it out. Coming on board with there's like 22,000 gas stations already part of the Car IQ network, but I understand there's some truck stops coming online at the beginning of the year, and then at the middle of the year even more. So something you might want to check out. And it can be a fleet anywhere from 2 or 3 vehicles all the way up to hundreds of vehicles. So something for you to think about. Jonathan Beeson out, the number 89 car down underneath the flag stand, the 89X car out on the racetrack. Ford car pushes off back behind. Jake Hodges out of Camarillo, California. He's a rookie, looking for rookie of the race. Rookie of the race, not too easy to win as a rookie. Last time it happened was 1986. I was still in high school, for crying out loud. That was Warren Mockler did it. Picked up the Don Basile rookie of the race and won. So 1986, that'd be some history out here. Mariah Eade, the 71E car out here rolling around the racetrack, getting ready to fire off. Boy, she looked good in a sprint car. I've never seen her race a wing sprint car before, and she was hammering that thing around Merced Speedway. Fresno, California racer, and the M&L Plumbing Company, TRD, Curb Records, number 71E. That was cool to watch. 73L out on the racetrack. We talked about the 73s coming out here, but the 73 camp back here, Josh Ford Motorsports. That's Logan Calderwood out of Goodyear, Arizona. We saw him in action with us down at Kokopah. You'll see me sprint car out here as well. We're on the 360 this weekend. But Calderwood picking up the 2022 ASCS Southwest Sprint Car Championship. Copper Classic last year celebrated 1 year behind the wheel of a sprint car. And then the Copper Classic went away because so did the racetrack. That was so sad. 5J car pushing off. That is Josh Hodge out of Brownsburg, Indiana. Triple X chassis. Used to run a Buick power plant. I don't know if that's still a Buick in that race car or not. I'll have to check on the sheet here that Richie gave me. Yep, it's still Buick. See, Buick power in the 5J car pushing off for engine heat. He's heading back into the pit area. So get spread out here and get set to go. Jacob Denny still the quickest in this first practice session for the NOS Energy Drink National Midget Series. 12:307, the number to beat. So that's getting some questions there. They're watching the interstate off in the background. That's the 101. So that's the 101, Interstate 101 coming up through there. You'll see the Amtrak train go through every now and then, too. That train track is literally right behind the fairgrounds out here. We also have the Christmas lights up on top. Dean might be able to get you a shot. We're looking at the sunset there on FloRacing, but the Christmas light display is set up and fired up. Today's the first day of it for, I forget what they call it, the glow and snow or snow and glow or something like that. Here on the fairgrounds, you can go back here and walk through that as well while you're out here and celebrate a little of the Christmas season. Ho, ho, ho. Look at that. Boy, you're on top of things up there. Tim Truex up there. Dean's up there. Best of the best. Well, that's not good. Jake Hodge is unfortunately into the wall up there in the number 4 car. So Jake Hodges down there, the Laserworks Manufacturing, Hodges Custom Homes, Factory Cane, number 4 car. Getting some attention. Yeah, we're having a conversation up here. We got the 67K car out on the racetrack, and the timing and scoring says Chuck Gurney Jr. But we're not believing it. We believe that's Dason Pursley in that car out there. Could be Chuck. So, I don't know. But regardless, that's what we were talking about up here. We'll get the number 4 car cleared off the racetrack, and Jake can get back into the work area. We're back into the pit area and go to work on that. Right now, Jacob Denny still your quickest time at 12.307. Taylor Reimer, second quick. Dason Pursley, third quick in the 71P car. Sunshine's fourth quick. Canna McIntosh rounds out the top 5. Hayden Reinbold is sixth quick. Emerson Axum, seventh quick. Eighth quick and ninth quick, the teammates. Carson Macedo and Spencer Baston. And then Chuck Gurney Jr. in the 67K, but we think it might be Dason Pursley. 10th quick. Daniel Whitley is 11th quick. Buddy Kofoid, 12th quick. Brenham Crouch, Cade Lewis, and Ryan Timms, the top 15. So we have it stacked up here. Boy, look at the Christmas lights on the palm trees. I didn't notice that. That's kind of cool. Tim, I think Mike needs some Christmas lights on his lift. Huh? Am I right? You put a little Christmas tree in there with him. He could elevate it. So a little cleanup. Get back to it here in just a moment. Sailed on through. If that is Chuck Gurney Jr., he's doing good. He goes third quick. 67K, but I think it's Dason Pursley. I think they're trying to pull one over on us. Jacob Denny still up top. White flag coming out on this session. A little race breaking out down the front chute. Kaylee Bryson, Yahoo, number 71. Down into the corner. Rolled from the pole last year here at the Turkey Night Grand Prix. Chance Crum, that beautiful blue number 26 car. So Jacob Denny still up top, 12.307. Taylor Reimer, Chuck Gurney Jr., or Dason Pursley in the 67K third quick. Dason Pursley in the 71P, who was out here just a few moments ago. Fourth quick, Tyler Courtney. Fifth quick, then Cannon McIntosh, Hayden Reinbold, Emerson Axum, Carson Macedo, and Spencer Baston. Now your top 10. So bring out another group. Or not. That is definitely not a midget coming out onto the racetrack. There's a little track work taking place here, getting set to go. Our opening ceremonies will be coming up, and then we'll get underway with racing action. As the USAC West Coast Sprint Car Series will be going out onto the racetrack here in just a bit. Take this opportunity to thank you again for coming out here and joining us. Thanks for joining us on FloRacing. We'll get right back to it as soon as possible.